today I wanted to talk about tight hips. So there's a lot of us that feel the pain in our hips, feel the discomfort, and there's others who are feeling discomfort in their lower back, and it restricts you from things like getting up and down. Instead of your knees, it could be that constrict you from sitting comfortably on the ground. So today I wanted to go through some ideas of how you can help that. So the first one, simple as, spend more time sitting on the ground. Sorry, the sun's a bit bright today. But get comfortable sitting here on the ground. While you're sitting here, your joints are being opened up, your knees are being flexed as far as they can, and if you can't sit fully on here, one leg is fine, on the side is fine. All of this, you can tell as you sit down here, is working in your hips. And then for those who are ready to do a little bit more to try and stretch them, it's anything that's stretching across here. So start off with this one, sitting tall, chest out. Bring that in. Just hold it as long as you're feeling a stretch. Into this 90-90 position, you can work on your hips, lifting this one up, so you can feel it's just getting the hip socket working. And then turning towards this knee, then you can lift this back leg, so it's working internal rotation. It's external rotation, this one's internal rotation, which helps allow the hips to be able to move. I don't know if you do squats and you find your knees drop in together. That's can be weakness through the glutes, but also lack of mobility through the ankles and the hips. Another nice one I like is sitting up on the chair, resting here. The sign that your hips or your piriformis is tight is how high your knees are actually sitting up here. So if they are sitting super tight high, you may just want to sit in this position, and you can do PNF stretching where you do resistance. My knees pushing up, my hands pushing down, you push them into each other. Do that for 5 to 10 seconds, then breathe out and relax. And see if we'll go down more. Relax for that for 5 to 10 seconds. Then go up again, pushing up, and relax. Okay, so that's quite good, especially if we're sitting really high. If yours is sitting reasonably comfortably horizontal, you can work on flattening your back, sticking your chest out, and just bend forward as far as you can. That should be a good stretch there through your glute and around your hip. Another great one is the pigeon. A lady at the moment in her 60s who wanted to be able to tie up her shoelaces, and she's been given this one. She just needs to sit in it for 2 minutes, which causes a whole lot of discomfort. But just sitting here is opening up that, and she's now this close to probably now to sit comfortably with the ankle up on her knee. So just hold, be comfortable with this. You can also move this into, so do that on both legs. Get the greatest stretch in the world, so whether your knees on the ground or your legs lifted up slightly harder. To work your hips, do some circles with this, and also sink down. So again, the double stretch, we're trying to stretch the hip flexor here, and we're trying to open up our hip socket here. So do clockwise and anti-clockwise. And repeat that on the other leg. So you've got your this way, so we're trying to release it through here. Under, rocking forwards, getting the side stretch. You get some of the side fibers as well. That one. And then we've also got the sideways one. Opening your hips up this way, rocking on over. So then that is opening up your abductor on this side. Releasing this. Another version of that you could do is coming out on your side. You can do it with your knee on the ground or up on your toes. in this position, so have your foot facing forwards to begin with, and over time, rotate it, toes upwards, as far back as they'll go, and then pulling your toes back towards you as far as they'll go. And you've got your butterfly. Sitting here like this, trying to sit tall. Just rest your hands on here if you like. Just see how those hips open. If you don't have the time for doing any of it, just sit on the ground. Find 10 minutes a day to just sit on the ground. In any position, doesn't matter how many times you shift, but just sitting there will open up and help those hips to open up. If you have any questions, want to know further about things to help you with those tight hips, go through some causes of it and